Look, check this out. Everybody starts with zero, right? My daughter was just born last week. She came in this world with nothing. I just watched my nephew go to the military, complete whatever you call boot camp, and he just bought himself a truck. Now, he bought a 10-year-old truck, which is smart. He went and bought him a 2014 Silverado. 2014, 10 years old, right? Now, you step back and you look at my nephew, this young man. Right now, he have the whole world at his feet. And me and him had a conversation yesterday. I said, bro, what you do from this point on is going to determine your future. I said, if you make a baby right now, everything will change. I said, you don't understand the impact that a baby would have on you until you have that baby. Now, it's different when you're married and have kids versus when you single and have a child. I said, now look at this. That's what I was thinking to myself. I can only speak on the people that I know. Now, I'm going to be honest. Everybody is in the predicament that they are in because of the decisions that they have made with their life, right? And look, let me give you an example. It's people in my it's women in my family that have multiple children, are not married, and don't have a home. Only thing they have is their okay job. That's it. That is the decisions that they have made brought them to that position. The decisions they have made brought them to that position. I remember growing up with guys, a lot of girls didn't want because they was nerds, they was geeks. Those same guys, there's two people I know and can name. I can say a name. I remember this guy. He was a nerd. He always had his shirt tucked in, and he became the manager at McDonald's at 19. He's so lame. That same guy make $330,000 a year. He still have his shirt tucked in, by the way. I remember people clowning him. The decisions he's made brought him to the man that he are today. The decisions a lot of y'all have made, a lot of y'all have made y'all bed and it's time to lay in it. And what I'm saying about, see, when you're young, 18, 19, 20, those decisions right there are going to impact your 20s, 30s, and 40s. Decisions you make in your 20s going to impact the financial decisions you make in your 20s and 30s is going to impact your 40s, 50s, 60s, and your 70s. Average person only gets 70 years and they up out of here. Why not make everything you do count? And look, another thing I want to say. Tomorrow is the 30th. And if I'm not mistaken, the way YouTube works, you would get paid for the 30th and sometimes for the 1st. Then they will close that month out and send you a check. Now, I've already said I'm dedicating all my YouTube money to missionaries, right? As of today, I'm at $420 that YouTube is fixing to give me. By the time tomorrow over, it should be about like $450. It started at 0. Then it go to 100. Then it go to 200. Then it go to 300. Now we are at $400 and some change. Next month, I should be seeing $500 a month from YouTube. For me getting on YouTube, running my mouth. Now, this $400, $450 that YouTube is fixing to send me, there's family members that $450 a month will really help them. What I mean by really help them, where it'll make with some of their bills, it'll be and I've told them, I said, man, start a YouTube channel. I said, you see what I do? I cut grass and talk trash, and I get a check every month. And they can do the same thing. They can take that $450, $20. Man, that can almost pay my rent. You see that? It all starts with a decision. The decisions you make shape your future. Like, think about this. You have people in their 20s want to party every weekend and then have children. And then in your 30s, you're trying to clean this mess up Then when you're 40, oh man, it's time to buy a house. You'll never pay for it. But it's always good to go ahead and buy the house because you can always leave that house to your kids. I met this guy. He had one son. All he had was one son. He bought his house, paid his house off, bought another house, and was renting that house. So he had two. By the time me and him was talking, he had two houses paid for and he bought a third one. He said, I gave my son this house. He said, I gave him an advantage where he won't have a mortgage. See, that's good. All right. When that guy's dead and gone, the son will have the house he's living in plus the other two, and he can continue to build on top of the foundation that his father has already laid for him. But it takes somebody making the decision to do good in life, to be great in life. Like my nephew have the opportunity to move all the way up in the military. I had an uncle retired from the military. He get like $8,000 a month. From military and I guess Social Security or whatever, he get $8,000 a month. And I want to say he retired, man, about a good 8 years ago, 9 years ago. That's good money. It's just him. His house been paid for. That's good money. So the decisions you make will shape your future. I just wanted to drop that. Yeah. Think about that. Think about that. Just really think about that. This $450 I'm fixing to get will really impact a missionary. Like, man, bro, I appreciate that. That helps. Now, I don't know how long I'm gonna do this. This junk might get up to $1,000 a month and be like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna start keeping it. Because the whole point was for me to get enough money for YouTube to pay my mortgage every month. That was the whole point of this. And then I just kind of had an idea. I said, well, for the time being, I can kind of impact somebody's life with this. So like next year, I might be like, nah, I'm not. I'm keeping it. I'm only sending 10% to a missionary. And I have the right to do that. Like, I have the right to keep all of it and don't send none of it. But it's my choice to, let me do this. Let me do that. You know what I'm saying? And to some people, man, that ain't nothing. To some people, it take them $200 to fill their truck up. $400 ain't hitting on nothing. So what I'm saying is, if we're already on social media, if we already have these devices in our hands, try and find some type of way to make money off these devices. Try and find a way to make money off of these devices.